Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to cover how to find all the broken links on a web page or a web application. So it's very important to check that all the links should be properly working. If it is not, then might be your reputation for that particular organization gets damaged due to this links are not working. So let's suppose a real world scenario. Suppose if end user facing any issue, like if, suppose for example I'm taking of this website. Okay, so if you click on any hyperlink and you will get some page not found error message. So how the business will impact based on this error message? So think about that. Might be this is very basic, but it's very important to check that all the hyperlinks should be working fine on the particular web page. So broken link means we can also say that dead link. Okay, so dead link means if you are clicking on any hyperlink, you will get error message, page not found, or might be that particular page is not configured correctly. So you will get some error messages from the server side. So those links are called broken links. So nobody wants that his or her application is having a broken link, right? So to reduce this, so we will have two approaches. Suppose let's take example. So suppose in an website we are having 4 or 5 links. This is an example I am taking. So this is link 1, link 2, link 3, link 4, link 5. So what is the behavior of any hyperlink? That you should click on this particular hyperlink and you will navigate to some other pages, right? So migrate from one page to the another, that we are using links. Okay, to find the broken link, suppose this link is working fine, this is also working fine, but once you clicked on this link you will get some error message, page not found, or maybe due to site down you will also get some error message, any other message, or the page not configured correctly, then also you will get some error message, right? So to find out these things so that our website looks working properly, so we have two approaches here. Okay, so what are the two approaches? What you can do is you have to navigate each and every link, and you need to check all the hyperlinks it's working fine or not. That means you need to iterate each and every link manually. So is it gonna good option? No, this is very tedious approach, because suppose a website, because now scenarios websites are very heavy and we are having like many hyperlinks present on the website, right? So if you are in your website 400 hyperlinks, so you are gonna to check one by one 400 hyperlinks. That is very tedious approach, and it will require some manual efforts also, right? So second approach will be the using automation, like, so suppose you will write a code and it will check for all the hyperlinks, that and find out the whether it's a broken link or that particular hyperlink is working fine, right? So how you will get that this particular hyperlink is broken link, or is it working fine? Okay, so we will let's understand one client and server architecture before going to into deep. Okay, so this is client and this is server. Client is nothing, a user, us, right? So whenever user give request to the server, okay, so suppose when we were typing www.google.com, okay, so we are requesting that please open this web page, right? So we are requesting to the server through http request, okay, and server will analyze that particular request and give some response to the user, okay, that is http response through internet. We are sending request, right? http is basically a protocol. So here we are establishing a connection between server, client and server. So whatever we are requesting, it will go through http request to the server, and it server will give some response to the client, and response, it's giving some codes, response codes, okay. So if it is 200, okay, 200 series, that means success, okay, that means the link will be okay. So any response will, so if we are getting some 400 series errors, like 404, 400 bad request, 404 is page not found, so these are called client side errors. 400 series, okay. And if we talk about 500 series, that means server side errors. Okay, so to find out the broken links, what we are gonna to create the logic based on these codes. So we will check that if the code is 200, that means this link is working fine. If we are getting 400, then we will see some error message, and if we are getting 500 errors, that is server side errors. Okay, so in this scenario, how you will execute in Selenium? So to execute this, so first we need to collect all the hyperlinks which is present on the web page, okay. So if you click on this, and this is a hyperlink, click on, right click on the particular hyperlink and inspect that, you will always see that hyperlink starts with the anchor tag A, right? So first we will collect all the hyperlinks present on the particular web page based on the anchor tag. Second thing, we will send the HTTP request for each hyperlink. Because a hyperlink based on which attribute? href, because href defines that this particular hyperlink migrate to this particular link, right? So second step, we will send some HTTP request for each hyperlink. Third, we will verify the HTTP response code, okay. So second step, we are sending the HTTP request for each hyperlink, and then third step, we will verify the HTTP response code, whatever we are getting these values, okay. Then fourth step, we will determine the particular code, that if it is 200, then it's a valid link. If it is 400, then client side errors. If it is 500, then maybe server errors. Okay, in fifth step, repeat this process until all the links are processed. Correct? So you understood the scenario. So how we will write the code to find the broken links in Selenium. So this is the Selenium IDE. Okay, I've already write the code for to navigate this particular website. So driver.get this. Now first step, what we will go do, collect all the links present on the web page. So how we will do that? Driver dot find elements by dot tag name and starts with A. Okay, and we will store all the values in list. Okay, and this is value thing. So whatever the links total links are present in this variable links, and which type of this variable, that is list type. Okay, so I'll import this to disappear this error for java.ut. Okay, so now you are going to print the total number of links present on the page. So number of links are, so how will we print links dot size. So it will print the total number of links present on the web page. Now the second, we need to traverse of each hyperlink and we will get some value of that particular hyperlink. So for traversing I am using for loop. For int I equal to 0, I less than links dot size, then I plus plus. So in this for loop, first I'll get the index, get I, and I will be storing in web element variable. Okay, now by which attribute we are getting the URL? Href. Okay, so here even dot get attribute, by which attribute we saw in this, that href, right? So here we href, and I'll storing this in string type variable. Okay, and after completing this, closing the browser. Okay, now we have to verify the HTTP response codes. We have to establish the connection between client and server. So for this I'm creating one function, public static void verify links, and I'm passing one argument here. What argument we will pass? URL which present in this. Okay, so this will goes to the link URL. So I'm passing one argument, link URL. Okay, so best practice is to be use try and catch blocks. So in try block, using the connect, establishing the connection. So URL, creating the object of that URL, and then new URL, and here we are passing this particular variable link URL. Okay, now to establish the connection, here is the class HTTP URL connection class. We are creating the object of that con. You can create any other name. whatever which is suitable or you can remember. Okay, http url connection and url dot open connection to open connection. So I'll import this library. Okay, we'll establish the connection. Now con dot set. Why I'm using this set connect to timeout? Because might be in the site for any site, like maybe that particular website having many web elements, so might be it is taking time to load. So we are sending some request to wait for some time, that means 5 seconds to load that particular web page. Okay, so wait to page load, so I'm using this timeout. Okay, so then con dot connect, that means connection established. Now what we are getting, response code. So if we are validating here, con dot get response code. If it is greater than equal to 400, then what we will do, that means it's a broken link. So system dot out dot print ln. So first we need to print that particular link which is stored in this variable, and then anything to just give some space, then get a response message, whatever the response we are getting, and then yes, it's a broken link. Okay, now else if it is not starting with 400, then that means it's a valid. So for valid link, we are just printing the response message. You want to print that it's a valid link, you can do that. Okay, so if you are using try, then we need to use catch also, it's mandatory. Okay, now we have created the function to verify the links. Now we have to call this function here, because for each and every link it should verify that it's a broken link or not. So here I am calling this function. Okay, so how it will work? So first this program will give the total number of link present on the particular web page, then it will start with the very first link traversing. Okay, so it will get like first the hyperlink and it will get the value, then based on this attribute href it will get the url. Okay, so next line it will call this function, that is verify links, and url is holding the href value. So this url, now the control goes to this function. Now whatever the value present on this url, it will go in this variable as an argument. Okay, so it will establish the connection, check that the particular hyperlink response code is 400. If it is 400, then it will display a mess, it's a broken link, else that means it's a valid link, and it will give 200 response code, that means okay. Okay, so I'm saving this program and I will run this. So first it will open this web page. So it's running and it will check, see all the hyperlinks that it's valid or not. Every hyperlink it's checking. You are also seeing that response code also displaying okay or not. So still it's running right. Maybe on this particular web page, maybe more than 50 hyperlinks is present. So it's running okay. Let's wait for a few seconds to complete this execution. So it's checking every hyperlink. Now goods when and see the browser also closed. So we'll see the output of this particular code. So first, to print number of links are 77. That means on this particular website there was 77 hyperlinks are present. Okay, so this is checking first hyperlink, that is privacy, that is okay, that means valid link. So okay are valid links. So now for this particular hyperlink we are getting some error message, and this particular hyperlink, see the response from the server, request denies is, and it's a broken link. That means we don't have access to click on this hyperlink, so we are getting message. So that's why we will get this code from the server, and it will display the message that request denied, and this is we print that it's a broken link. All other hyperlinks are okay, it means all are passed. So by using automation code you will check like all the hyperlinks. So manual approach is very tedious. So this is so thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.